Steinbeck is saying, yes, we are our brother's keeper. We must be our sister's keeper. We must, because that is what gives life its meaning. Would that 4 Minneapolis policemen 11 days ago had been keepers and caretakers of their brother, rather than accessories and murderers of him. We all know the name George Floyd, and we all know what happened to him. A sidewalk lynching, plain and simple, conducted by the police. But do we know Mr. Floyd himself? I didn't. You didn't. Let's get to know him from those who did.
From Donnell Cooper, a former classmate. George was outspoken against gun violence, and he used to say, "This young generation is lost." He had a quiet personality and a gentle spirit.
From George's sister, Bridget, that man would give you the shirt off his back.
From Courtney Ross, George's girlfriend. George came here to Minneapolis from Houston, and he stayed for the people and the opportunities. He loved the city. This is nothing but an angel that was sent to us on earth, and we demonized him, and we killed him.
From Jesse Zendejas, a patron at the bistro where George worked as a security guard. Oh, George loved his hugs from his regulars. He would be disappointed if you didn't stop to greet him because he honestly loved seeing everyone and watching everyone have fun.
From Roxy Washington, the mother of George's 6-year-old daughter. He will never see Gianna grow up.
He will never see her graduate.
He will never walk her down the aisle.
And she won't have him either. When there's a problem she's having as she grows up, her dad won't be there anymore to help her through, unquote.
Finally, from George's lifelong friend, Oscar Smallwood. I never got that chance to say, I love you. Our gentle giant has gained his wings.
George Floyd's own words, his last words were, I can't breathe. These were also Eric Garner's last words back in 2014 as he was being choked to death by police.
And of course, Eric Garner and George Floyd are but two of many who couldn't breathe, whose breath was taken from them forever.
Until and unless our nation wakes up, faces up to its sinful past and present, and actually does something to atone, till that day, I can't breathe. Megan can't breathe. You and you and you can't breathe.
And neither can America.
That day of atonement must be today.
Black Lives Matter.
John Steinbeck would have written more eloquently than I can about Mr. Floyd. In fact, he kind of did. I'm blessed tonight to be performing with two of the best actors and people I know, Megan Corse and Daryl Allen Reed. From his Los Angeles home, Daryl now will enact a monologue entitled Crooks, 8 minutes, 46 seconds, that I adapted from Of Mice and Men. I am delighted and honored now to introduce you to my dear brother, Daryl Allen Reed, playing Crooks in Of Mice and Men.
Who's that? What you doing in here? You ain't got no right to be in here. This is my room. Ain't nobody got a right to be in here but me. I ain't wanted in the bunkhouse. You ain't wanted in here. You all play cards in the bunkhouse and I can't play? Why? Because I'm black. They say I stink. Well, all of you stink to me. Stable buck. That's what they call me. Buck. Like I'm an animal. Making me live in this room, in this barn, like an animal, alone. Well, since you ain't getting out and leaving me alone, you might as well come in and have a seat. Come on. Have a seat on that keg right there. I ain't no southern nigga. I was born right here in California. My old man had a chicken ranch, nearly 10 acres. White kids would come and play with us. Sometimes I go play with them. Some of them was pretty nice. My old man didn't like that. I never knew till long later why. But I know now. There wasn't another colored family for miles around. And now there ain't another black man on this range. And there's just the one colored family in all of Soledad. So if I say something, why? It's just a nigger saying it. I guess I don't mind you being here. Just a guy talking to another guy don't really make no difference who. Because the thing is, they talk. Or they sitting still, not talking. That's fine too. It don't make no difference. No difference. It's just being with someone. That's all. Old Candy, he says to me, "You got a nice, cozy little place here, Crooks. Must be nice to have a room all to yourself." "Sure," I tell him. "And a manure pile at the windows." "Sure, it's swell." Just suppose you didn't have nobody. Suppose you couldn't go into the bunkhouse and play rummy because you was black. How would you like that? Suppose you had to sit out here and read books. I'm sure you could play horseshoes with them. That is, till it got dark, when you got to go off by yourself and read books. Books ain't good. A guy needs somebody to be near him. A guy goes nuts if he ain't got nobody. Don't make no difference who it is, as long as he's with you. I tell you, a guy gets too lonely, he gets sick. Reading, sometimes just thinking. And he got nobody to tell him what's so and what ain't so. Now maybe if he sees something, he don't know whether it's right or not. Can't turn to some other guy and ask him if he sees it too. He can't tell. He got nothing to measure by. I see things out here, and I wasn't drunk. I don't know if I was asleep. Now, if someone was with me, he could tell me I was asleep, and then that would be all right. But I just don't know. Of course, there's worse things than being alone. White folks getting all up in my face. "Listen, nigger. You know what I can do to you? You keep your place, nigga, and shut your trap. I could get you strung up on a tree so goddamn easy, it ain't even funny." No, it ain't. I sure as hell ain't laughing. Seems like 100 years now since I was a kid, growing up on my daddy's chicken ranch. I had 2 brothers, one older, one younger. They was always near me, always there. Used to sleep in the same room, in the same bed, all 3. Had us a strawberry patch and an alfalfa patch. Now, we used to turn the chickens out in the morning on the alfalfa on Sunday mornings. Me and my brothers just sit on the fence rail and watch. White chickens they was. Good chickens, good land. You know, I hear you all talking about getting some land. A little piece of land of your own. You guys is just kidding yourself. Talk about it a hell of a lot, but you won't get no land. You'll be a swamper for hire here till they take you out in a box. Jesus, I've seen hundreds of men come by on the road and on the ranches with their dimples on their back and the same damn thing in their head. Hundreds of them. They come here, then they quit, and then they move on. Every damn one of them's got a little piece of land in his head, and never a damn one of them gets it. Just like heaven. Everybody wants a piece of land. Yeah, I read plenty of books out here. Nobody ever gets to heaven, and nobody gets no land. They blow it on blackjack. They blow it in the whorehouses. And that's where the money goes, and it sure as hell ain't coming back. It's gone for good. Seen too many guys with land in their head, but they never get no land under their head. Nope. Never seen a guy really up and do it. But if you guys now, if you guys can pull it off somehow, and if you would want someone to work for nothing, just to keep hoeing and odd jobs, well, I kind of lend a hand. I ain't so crippled I can't still work like a son of a bitch. But it ain't gonna happen. You all ain't gonna get no land. And even if you do, you ain't gonna. You know, maybe you better go. I ain't sure I want you here no more. This here is my room. Nobody got any right to be here but me. If I ain't wanted in the bunkhouse, then you ain't wanted here. A colored man got to have some rights, even if you don't like them. And I got the right to be alone. Oh, what I said about hoeing, doing our jobs, well, forget it. I didn't mean it. Just fool. I wouldn't want to go to no place like that. So, I would rather be alone.
I could stand here and analyze that knockout performance we've just witnessed from Daryl Allen Reed. I could talk about how well Daryl conveys, among other things, Crooks's fear that he is losing his mind from loneliness, that the segregation to which he is subject is literally driving him crazy, and so forth. But in this case, let's allow Crooks and Daryl and Steinbeck to speak for themselves. Suffice it to say only that without any manipulation on our end or conscious intent on Daryl's, that video timed out at, yes, exactly 8 minutes and 46 seconds, the length of time during which George Floyd lay helpless with the policeman's knee pressed into his throat, the length of time it took for George to be lynched. Caretaking people rather than cutting them down, being our brothers and our sisters' keepers. This turns up over and over throughout Steinbeck's entire canon, perhaps nowhere more clearly than in what would be his next work after Of Mice and Men, and what is our next work now as well.
The Grapes of Wrath, published 1939 and won the Pulitzer a year later.